and just for here, I'm not going back to a new Milo Murphy's Law review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And we are back with a two-parter episode. Yep, a two-parter episode. And it is a really good special, I would say. So we are starting with, of course, the first part. I decided to review both parts, obviously, in one review, instead of just doing, them separately. But yeah, it starts with Milo, Zach, and Melissa just riding on these different things while being chased by lava. And yeah, this tower just falling and getting ready of the lava. And yeah, they can't get back to the store where they're coming from, which, yeah, Milo is going to go and get some snacks. And yeah, then we see the car just coming out of this vortex into this skull. And yep, of course we see the pistachio time travelers. And they go to this plant that we've seen before. And they're like, haven't we seen this before? And yeah, we get a flashback. Remember to what happened. And with that sludge, right? And that blob. And yeah, a sign just falls over. And yeah, they say Milo, of course. And they're, of course, like, are you about thwarting their plans? And just to let you know, I was actually told not too long ago, actually, that these two pistachio time traveler guys is actually the creators of Milo Murphy, voiced by the creators of Milo Murphy's Law, aka also Phineas and Ferb. Yep. These two guys are actually voiced by the creators, which is really cool. Kind of like how they do Doofenshmirtz in Major Monogram and Phineas and Ferb. And yeah, talking about Milo Murphy's Law, how anything that when Milo is around will just happen. And yeah, we see some rubble just falling apart and some signs. And yeah, them wishing them good luck on their mission. And yeah, they're just all happy that they're protecting the plant. And you think that they're going to step on it, right? Because they're jumping. And then they see their boss being captured and thinking that is a prank. Getting attacked by something. And yeah, Milo says they dropped their device. And yeah, we see these people coming from the water. And yeah, it's actually who we've seen before. When they say to this party, yep, it's those two agents that we've seen before. And of course, they say the pistachio time travelers. And of course, they get caught and kicked out as well. And they're wondering if they can borrow their time vehicle. And yeah, since Milo is there, they end up falling into the water. And yeah, they drop the keys too. And Sarah is watching the lost episode, of the time zone, or the, show that they watch. And Melissa and Zach are wondering if they missed it. And they're talking about where's Milo been. And they go to the store where he was going to go, and they don't see him. And see all these different things that are still intact. And of course, days since Milo. And yeah, the time travelers say that Milo came into the vehicle as well. And the OG is there too. He manages to get out, and Milo ends up going back in time and without his backpack. It's poor DOG, just being all sad. And yeah, we see the agents just getting out of the water. And yeah, Milo realizes that they're going back in time. And yeah, Melissa and Zach are going through everywhere just trying to find clues of anybody that could see Milo. And we see some destruction going on, and Melissa thinks it's Milo, but no, it's just a regular destruction. And then we see the year 2175 that they travel back to. And yeah, it looks like the future is intact. But no, it's just it's just an ad. And yeah, it is absolutely destroyed. And apparently, we see these pistachio plants of an army. And it's like the pistachio time travelers caused this by protecting that plant. And then a random peach just gets thrown. And yeah, they say everybody that's captured, including their boss. And they see the roller, the leader of these pistachios. And yeah, they notice in the picture. And they get caught and getting chased. And yeah, of course Zach and Melissa are starting to worry if they need to, about Milo not being found. And find the OG, which they follow the OG, and find Milo's backpack. And get seen by the agents, which, yeah, the OG's barking at them to get them to stop. And yeah, they go into the sewers and get surrounded. And when it looks like that there's nowhere else to go, they get saved by the underground guy. And yeah, they go into this trap, which of course they protect themselves and swing over and get crushed and go into this hole. And yeah, they thank the underground guy, which again, he really did help them. And yeah, in this old area, which is apparently like a restaurant or something. And yeah, the pistachios find them and yeah, manage to hit this in their mouth and stop them. And of course, as long as they don't catch any suspense, they're fine. And of course, yeah, this sign catches their attention. And yeah, they make it back to Sarah. And they actually notice that Milo is in this lost episode that was dated 50 years ago. And yeah, Milo and the two travelers managed to make this barrier between them and the pistachios, which one of them gets onto the ride and this little robot thing smacks it and destroys this device that was what they're riding in. And Milo managed to hook some of those wires, and they thank Milo and how good of a kid he is. And yeah, they find the time vehicle and they manage to make it to, but it gets crushed. And yeah, they still managing to try to use it, and it starts up. And yeah, they manage to get away. But of course, the leader of these pistachios ain't gonna stop them from getting away. And this other guy's just left with his head crushed. And then we see the time to be continued, where they're of course wondering why is Milo, like Sarah and them are wondering how Milo managed to end up in there in the lost episode. But yeah, that is the end of the first part. And then we go to the second part of the episode. And yeah, it goes back at the city, starts in the city, the year 2175, 10 minutes earlier. And we see that, yeah, Milo and the two time travelers managed to find themselves before getting caught by the pistachios. And then and that's where we see where they where the whole random peach being thrown. And he's like, wait, how did you throw that peach? And then being very confusing as well. And then yeah, Melissa sewing this room that yeah has all these different things with Milo's pictures. Yeah, in a random, like, very, very weird as well. Melissa is being, but trying to crack the way of breaking Murphy's Law as well, and even noticing the two guys in the pictures, in almost every pictures as well. And yeah, they're wondering of what could this mean? And yeah, they go into this room, and yeah, one of the guys is asking Milo, what is Milo Murphy's Law exactly? And he's asking about the time traveling, and this guy on this hologram is telling them exactly what caused this, which yeah, is that plant that they protected that caused this mutation and to make this pistachio army, which yeah, managed to cause total chaos and just yeah. So yeah, protecting that plant caused all of this to happen. And yeah, they get captured. But of course Milo Murphy's Law happens, and yeah, they manage to try to get away, but yeah, rubble starts to block the exit, but they manage to end up getting out. And yeah, Sarah, Zach, and Melissa find the curator of the show and try to ask them some questions. And yeah, of course, they're having to try to find some answers with all of this. And yeah, they have an idea, which is distracting, going into a time which Milo knows how they can lose them. And yeah, the whole llama incident. Yep, the whole llama incident. And they're wondering, what is that? And he's like, the whole llama incident. And then we actually see that these two time travelers are actually, the creator shows that he actually inspired those two time traveler guys, pistachio guys, into the characters that are on the show. And actually shows this letter that was written, that apparently Milo written 50 years ago. And yeah, we see that apparently the time vortex, yeah, has no clocks and no signal too, which apparently the antenna thing is broken, which then managing to slam one of the pistachios, adding the clocks back. And yeah, of course they pass the traffic guard guy, and they see this light coming, which then says they pistachios, make it in the present time, and just showing these different pictures as well, and finding the plant while they're looking for weapons, and find these trimmers that immediately break. But then they realize if it's breaking that quickly and easily, yep, Milo is around, and yep, Milo managed to come back. And yeah, his backpack ends up getting stuck on the flag of the skull, and they're trying to start up the car again. And after little introductions of who everybody is, they end up to have a plan to just run over the plant. But of course, they end up into the classroom and having to go through the different class areas until they make it back outside, and end up getting hit and tearing the car apart. And it seems like there's nothing that they can do. And yeah, they end up looking into the trunk and finding clothes, and then this rocket, which yeah, ends up causing this to happen, and the backpack ending up flying, which Milo grabs his backpack again and is doing this thing, which ends up being a trap to do this explosion, and using just different things from his backpack to use as weapons, which it works. And yeah, having a score chart as well. And yeah, everybody is fighting back while Milo is trying to get to the plant, which he gets captured, but Sarah saves him. And yeah, using this air mattress thing to defeat one of them, and ending up going into the sign. And Milo gets caught, and yeah, the slingshot gets destroyed, and Milo is not able to destroy the plant because yeah, the leader's got his friends, and he's got a woodpecker collar. And yeah, the woodpeckers start pecking on the leader, and yeah, they get saved by the air mattress, and yeah, it gets Milo, which yeah, he didn't tell DOG to go home, and DOG pees on the plant, pretty much destroying it. Yeah, because it was getting destroyed by the urine. So yeah, the pistachio leaders and the pistachio get destroyed. And of course, yeah, the pistachios time travelers boss don't even thank them and don't even believe any of the stories that happen. And yeah, they're saying that Milo is a great kid, and thanking him as well. And yeah, they say the agents was giving back their keys, and yeah, which of course they say the parts just destroyed. And yeah, Milo wondering why does Melissa have different things of Milo in her house, and even showing Milo on the Lost episode, and talking about how who knows about him being able to time travel again in the future. And yeah, we say one of the pistachios ending up into the time again and go back to 1955 Town Fair, and yeah, it just ends like that with the end with the question mark. So yeah, a really good special. I enjoy it. Two-parter special. So yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know, guys. Catch you next one.